The following BLTV program is brought to you by O'Flaherty Law. Please enjoy.
Welcome to Learn About Law. My name is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law. I hope you find this video and podcast helpful. If you need some help, please feel free to call us at 515-207-2006. We offer free consultations in many areas of law, and we have several geographic locations for your convenience. We serve all of Iowa. We're also happy to meet with you and provide most legal services virtually without requiring you to leave your home. Enjoy the video.
Hello, this is Matt with Learn About Law. This video will discuss the probate process in Iowa. My condolences to you if you've recently lost a loved one. This video will give you an overview of the probate process, explain how to challenge a will, and explain what is and is not probate property. It will also explain circumstances where you do not need to go through probate, and lastly, give any updates on Iowa probate laws. If you have a will in Iowa, then it is mandatory that your will go through the Iowa probate courts in order to determine if your will was validly executed. If the court determines that the will was validly executed and unambiguous, then you, being the testator, now deceased, should have no worries, as the beneficiaries of your heirs and your will likely will receive the property you left for them. The court essentially will carry out your last wishes and distribute the property listed in your will. If there is unfortunately a will dispute, where one of the beneficiaries challenges the validity of the will, then the probate process will take a long time to resolve. Lawyers will become involved and the court process continues. If you owe debts, then your creditors will become involved in the probate proceedings. Here is what to expect when a probate case commences. The will and a probate petition are filed with the Iowa Probate Court. The probate court will appoint an executor of the estate or a personal representative of the estate who is responsible to manage the deceased testator's estate. Notice of the probate action must be filed in the newspaper to give notice of the decedent or testator's creditors so that they may collect any money from the estate if they are owed anything. Next, the executor of the estate must inventory the property and assets in the decedent's estate and determine the fair market value of those assets and property in case they need to be sold at an estate sale or auction to pay off the decedent's debts. The decedent's tax returns must be filed and the taxes must be paid. After all the creditors are paid off from the estate, the remaining balance in the estate will be distributed to the beneficiaries of the testator's will in accordance with the terms of the will. Probate is then completed, and the probate case is closed. Many things pass in your will, such as property not owned in a joint tenancy, personal property, banking accounts, and other property that you own. Assets that will not pass to your beneficiaries under a will are life insurance proceeds, as these funds go to the named beneficiary or beneficiaries of the life insurance policy. Real property owned in joint tenancy passes to the surviving owner. Other assets that do not pass to beneficiaries include real property conveyed during the decedent's lifetimes, annuities and retirement pension accounts, paid on death or POD accounts, which will pass to the named beneficiary at the moment of your death, transfer on death accounts, which will pass to the named beneficiary as well. Real property not owned in the state of Iowa, all real property that is not owned in the state of Iowa, owned in other states or outside of the United States, and property held in trust. If you have a good plan, then most likely you can avoid probate altogether. However, you must proceed with caution, as there may be an increase in taxes and costs by avoiding probate. If you own no real property, for example, you only rent your home, then this will avoid probate. If your property is held in a joint tenancy or a trust, you may avoid probate. Your life insurance and retirement accounts will avoid probate. Your paid on death accounts and transfer on death accounts also avoid probate. All real property owned outside of the state of Iowa will avoid it as well. Any property held in a trust will pass to the beneficiaries that are identified in the trust. If the decedent's estate is valued at less than $25,000 and consists of only personal property with no real property or real estate, then a probate proceeding is not required, and the estate can be paid to the heirs or beneficiaries after the decedent's creditors are paid in full. The new law, Iowa Code 633.31, states that Iowa probate court services, fees, and costs for the decedent's estate will be charged by the clerk based on the probate assets in the decedent's inventory. This amount is fixed at 0.2%, determined by the total value of assets in the decedent's estate. These costs are only collected on probate assets. All others do not count towards the total value. This law will only apply to probate cases filed in Iowa on or after January 1st, 2022, and will not apply to any cases filed before that date. Thanks for watching. To learn more, check out the article linked below. Be sure to leave any questions you have in the comment section, and subscribe for more legal content daily.
Hello again, this is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law. I hope you enjoyed this video and podcast. If you did, we'd love it if you'd subscribe to our channel. If you need legal help in this or any other area of law, please do not hesitate to reach out and schedule a consultation. Most consultations are free and all can be conducted remotely if you'd like. Please email us, book online, or call us at 515-207-2006. We have many locations for your convenience. We serve all of Iowa. Thank you again for watching.